Another photo from my journey to Nebraska and back. This one is in Beatrice, and I had no intention of taking this photo. It was rainy, it was kind of cold. I just wanted to be on my way and get back home. And I drove across this bridge, and I think I don't know where this is. If you go to, there's a link in the write-up for all this where you can click on a Google Street View of this bridge, and I don't think I would have taken this picture at all had it not been these particular weather conditions. The fact that it was overcast made the light look really cool and kind of subdued. The water below it had this nice green and brown tint to it because of it. I like that the sky in the background was white instead of blue or brightly lit. It made it seem a little more serene and calm than it normally would. Let's see, as far as exposure details, I shot this with my 70-200, but I shot it clear at 78 millimeters, which incidentally, it's really close to, if I were I could have basically gotten this exact same picture using my crop sensor camera and a 50 millimeter lens, and it would have looked the same as this, because the 78 millimeters on a full frame camera is roughly equivalent to 50 millimeters on a crop sensor camera, and there would basically be no difference at all in what you see here. So it's kind of a neat little return to the weekly 50 back of when it all started, even though it wasn't technically a 50 millimeter lens. It was the same field of view as I would have had with the old classic 50 mil on crop sensor setup. I shot this at f4 and ISO 220, 1/80th or 1/180th of a second. I don't know that any of that really matters because it's really about the composition, not the exposure settings. I wanted the reflection of the bridge down below, and I wanted some sky up top, and I took a few different variations of this like I normally would. But I didn't overthink this. I didn't over edit it. This really is how it appeared, and it was kind of neat. I had this moment as I drove across the bridge that I thought, that looks kind of neat. It'd be nice to get a picture, and then I just kept on driving. And I had this moment of clarity where I stopped and I turned around and I went back and I ran back to the bridge after I parked my car, because I thought, I might get a good picture, I might not, but I at least want to try. I don't want to go home thinking that I could have had an interesting picture. And I don't know. What I have here, maybe it's cool, maybe it's just another one for the file. I don't know, but it was interesting to take it, and that seems to be the theme of the last several weeks of pictures, where it was just fun to get out and take a picture.